Hi, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Capricorn, it's been a while since I was here. My little boy was sick, but I think we're well and fine now. He's back at daycare anyway. Thank you for all the well wishes. I really appreciate them, and for all your blessings and healings and light and love. So let's see what's going on for you. I'm still here with the month of June. I was like, I'm not going to be able to do June now, but there's still so much left of June. So we're going to do a June reading here. We're starting with 3 initial cards, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into those energies to see what's going on for you. And then if you're interested, if you find that this is your reading, or like you're intrigued by it, or you're curious to know more, you're so welcome to the extended version. So we have the first card out is soulmates. Beautiful, soulmates. And the second card is a never-ending story. And let's see what the third card is. Third card is third energy for Capricorn, please. Soulmates and never-ending story. Are you tired of your soulmate? Let's see what that is about. There you go. Wow. And it's so interesting because it's like you're a mixture of... So Capricorn, you're my... What is that? Towards the end of the readings, like I've done like all of them before here. And it's like you're a mixture of... These cards are a mixture like of all the signs together. So it's almost like you're a little bit of a collective reading here. Just the Capricorn reading. So on the third spot, like the third place here, it's not 4 spots coming out. This is under the same spot. And look what it is. Milk and honey together with a new life. So like at just a first glance at it is like there's something that has been going on forever, a never-ending story, but you're gonna have a breakthrough, a major breakthrough, because milk and honey in a new life is like, I'd love when we end on this note. So let's start with the soulmates. First thing I saw when this came out was that I saw like a protector, a provider. So I don't know if you have already, we're going to go deeper into this and see what this, like, are you already with your soulmate? Are you waiting on your soulmate? Have you been waiting? Is that the never-ending story? Like are you ever going to be finding someone? And you know, this is a general reading, so anything and everything goes. Like I sometimes I will read for love, and sometimes it will be something completely different. So take whatever resonates for you. A soulmate can also be like a soul tribe friend. It can be a person who is just really, really important, a specific part on your journey in this lifetime. It can be a business partner, like a true business partner in crime, you know. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partnership. What I saw though was a provider. It's like this bigger guy here. He's like leaning a little bit over the smaller guy here. Like taking them in under their wings, pun intended. Taking them in under the, like, I am the provider. I can care for you. I can be here for you. There's someone that's going to be like really significant on your path is what I'm feeling. That maybe sometimes you, Capricorn, whether you're a woman or a man, sometimes you perhaps have felt like you just have to do everything yourself. Maybe you have been single for quite some time, or just feeling alone. You know, we don't have to be single to, you can be in a partnership, you can be, whatever your situation is. It's like, if you don't have that beautiful community around you, or like feel like you have that one friend that you can share everything with, it can be quite lonely, you know. You just want to have that person to share it with. That's why I'm saying it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partnership for you to feel like you just have that confidant with you in life, you know. So let's just go deeper here. The soulmate card, why is that here for Capricorn, please? it feels like this is someone that you're dreaming about. It feels like it's someone that you haven't already met. So this is a soulmate situation that you're waiting on. You're waiting to meet someone very significant in your life. Whether you're wishing for a partner, like a companionship, a romantic partnership, a business partnership, like whatever this is, like you're asking for that really, really important person that you can share some vital parts of your life with. Okay? And what we're getting here is the 9 of Raphael, which is make a wish. Like, if you wish for this, it will come true. And I understand that you're like, oh, what do you think I've done? Like, don't you think I've done that? And of course you've done that. If this is something, if this is someone you really have asked about or asked for, obviously you don't have to make another wish. And obviously you don't have to, like, it's out there, it's in the universe, okay? But sometimes I think it's so much simpler, easier than we actually think. We're getting a little bit hung up on the they're not here, or I can't start this business because I don't have anyone to start this business with just yet. Like I can't. It's almost like you're getting like into a standstill because you feel like you can't really move forward because it's because you're waiting on the other person. And sometimes it's almost like just make a wish and just sort of get, like, check in with yourself. Just really make sure that you're ready. And just, start to play with it. Be this magician. Be this person who, like, asks for a wish and, like, really pretend that it's coming true. And, like, before you go to bed tonight, pretend that you're actually going to bed. unless it's a business partner, maybe you don't want to go to bed with them, or like a soul tribe friend, maybe you don't want to go to bed with them either. Who knows, maybe you want to sleep with them like in a just we're gonna go to sleep fashion. I just mean pretend that, like, start to be playful about it. Start to pretend that, claim the space of this is happening. Like, cut the crap out a little bit, like, they're not here yet, or I can't do this, or like, that is just, it's wish fulfillment if you just say that it's not happening, Turn it around a little bit for you, because if the never-ending story has a little bit to do with this, it's like, probably the never-ending story is that, am I ever going to meet someone? Am I ever going to get this sort of business off the ground? Do I have to do everything on my own? I don't really have that friend to turn to share my life. Like, it just sucks, to turn that story around completely. Together with that, we have the 3 of Ariel, which is very much like I say, start to play with it. Do what you love in life. Don't let anything hold you up. Does that make sense? Like, don't let anyone or anything hinder you. Pretend that it's already here and move forward anyway. Like, I don't care if they're not here yet. I can move forward with whatever I can move forward with. I'm going to plan, and I'm going to expect, I'm going to start to act as if, I love this show, My Lottery Dream Home. And for a while they were just playing reruns. And I think maybe it was due to they didn't have, I don't know, I'm in Sweden, and maybe we don't get the up-to-date programs. But I've watched every single one of them, and then they made, like, reruns, and it was a little bit boring because I was like, oh, I've seen this one. And now, just like the other day, by chance, there's no chance, I was like, oh my God, there's new episodes. Like, there's new episodes that I haven't watched yet. And I was like so excited. I think it's so fun. Like, the combination of winning the lottery and hearing their stories on how they win the lottery, and also get to just pick whatever they want for their future dream house or dream home. I just love the combination. And I love the guy I love everything about it, because I love the guy who's, and I don't know his name, but he's just awesome. The guy who's in charge of everything. And then I just listened the other day, and it was this mother with, I think they were like 2 or 3 teenagers, or 3 or 4 teenagers. I can't really remember. But one of those teenage girls, they were like, how cool, like, when they were sitting down, and they were like, how does this happen? How did this come about? How much did you win, etc., etc. And And the mother was like, yeah, this is just amazing. And he was like, could you believe it? And the mother was like, no, this is just wonderful. And then the teenage girl, one of the teenage girls, he was like, I could believe it, in that teenage fashion. I could believe it. I was already living like I was a millionaire. And the mother was like, yeah, it's true. Like sort of almost rolling her eyes a little bit, like yeah, you know. But that was the thing. I was like, I'm always looking for, like, why did they win? What was it that, like, they're in that space, they're in that headspace, they're in that energy. And one of those girls were like, no, she was like, I knew it. I knew we were going to win. And I was already living as if I was already a millionaire. And of course, she maybe couldn't live like she was already a millionaire, because it was obvious that they were so happy to get this money and so happy to get the new home. So the thing was her attitude about it. I'm already a millionaire, and I knew we were going to win. So there's something about the attitude, and like do all this fun stuff, like open up Pandora's box, like open that creative box of yours at home, like whatever is what is that to you, Capricorn? What makes your heart sing? What fills your body with joy as you do it? And it doesn't mean that you have to laugh your ass off. It just means that you just do something where you feel like really content. I can sit with my little boy and we do these puzzles or beading or like whatever. And in those moments, like we're sitting at the table, we're not really talking to each other. We just have our craft there. And for a moment, you're just anyone and everything. It's almost like you're just floating out into, it's just those moments. And I wouldn't say that I was doing something, I wouldn't particularly think, I wouldn't say like, oh, what is my idea of just the absolute most fun to do today? Should I do some kids puzzles? Like, I probably wouldn't say that. But as we're sitting there and it's like in the silence and then there's just finding the little puzzle pieces and, you know, there's something almost like meditative over it. And so I'm not saying do something that like, you don't have to tell jokes all day. That's not the thing. To just feel content and at ease and at peace and like, you know, I think you know what I mean. And just ask for it and start to like I was already acting as if I she didn't say act. She said I was already living like I was a millionaire. I was already living like I was a millionaire. Ask for this person. Who is this partner that you want? And sort of almost demand it from the universe. Like, this is enough. And then we have the never-ending story. So interesting to see, does that tie into the soulmate? It feels a little bit like it doesn't. You might just be fed up with everything. I'm sorry for laughing. But it's like it's not just one thing. You might be a little bit fed up that you just want a bunch of things to just fall into place, right? Okay, never-ending story. Why is that here for Capricorn, please? Never-ending story. Okay, I'm just getting that there's one more card in the for the soulmate, so I'll go back to that in a second. Never-ending story. Why is that here? Okay, I'm not really getting that. Like, yeah, it's the never-ending story around the soulmate, or it's the never-ending. It's just it shows that that's where you come from. But look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is a 10, and also 37. If we add those up, we have a 10 there as well. So it's two number 10 there, which speaks about completion. This is a completion, like the whatever. If you felt alone for so long, or felt like, where's that soul tribe family that I'm looking for, or where's the lucky break that I want, or like if there's something like you've just been wanting this shift in your life for quite some time, The never-ending story ends right here. And I think this is what I mean. It's almost like a little bit of a like every reading that I've done up until now, because we had this really gorgeous connection between two people in another reading. I can't remember which one it was. And I remember the never-ending story for another sign. And I remember the milk and honey for yet another sign. It's like a mixture of all these signs. And perhaps you have a lot of signs in your chart. Perhaps like you're a big bag of goodies from all these different signs. But it's almost like if you were to look into every single sign up until Capricorn at least, you probably would get something out of every single reading for the month of June, because it feels like there's a lot of Capricorn in there. This is coming to an end, the never-ending story. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. And before we move forward, I know it's a little bit back and forth, but I just got that I was going to do one more card for the soulmate. So what do you want to say about the soulmate, please? The soulmate, as we say in some language, I'm sure. I'm so funny. Oh. It really worked itself. Oh, wow. And I'm getting warm as the energy gets going. It's a little bit cozier today. I was like almost a little bit chilly. You could be amazed at like if the fact that I'm doing this like a fair good chunk into June, and I'm still a little bit cold here today because it's rainy outside. And light, let there be light. That's a Jim Carrey phrase. This is around the soulmate. This is around, so I wouldn't say that once you meet the soulmate, there's going to be like so much light. I just find that when you're searching, like, perhaps Capricorn, you've been a little bit hung up on the things around you. Once this gets in place, I can do this. Once that gets sorted, I can do this. Once I get this soulmate, I'll be as happy as a clown. Once I have someone to travel with, or I have that friend, or I can start this business, once I have more money, once I have my health back. And I know that seems sometimes like, I mean, it's tough to say health because I understand that health is your body, but it still is, you're waiting on something to move forward. And this just sort of tells me that search for the light before. Like, you don't have to wait on someone or something to move your life forward. Do a kid's puzzle. Like, do whatever brings joy to yourself. Search for whatever feels lighter and easier right now, and don't wait for no one or nothing. Because it is an illusion that you're being held back. Whatever you decide to do is yours to have. It's within the scope of the universe's capacity. And if you just wish for it, it's yours to have. And so that's not up for debate. That's not up for discussion. It's just now, what are you creating, Capricorn? Are you just, if you're really honest with yourself, like hand on heart, what are you creating? Are you repeating that you don't have that person or have that thing you need to move forward? Or are you really in the mood of, I knew I was going to win. I already lived as I was a millionaire. So search the lighter energy and move forward no matter what. I want one more with the Wheel of Fortune here. The never-ending story in the Wheel of Fortune. Is there anything else we want to add to that, please? Yeah. The way out of this, the way forward, is already like, do what you like, do what you love, even kids' puzzles. Like, you don't have to laugh your ass off. You just do something that you really find interesting or creative, or, you just enjoy. and search the lighter, the easier, the more higher vibrations, and then rest and rejuvenate. This is the meditation card. So the more you can just sort of take it easy on yourself, and perhaps meditate if you like that every single day, like meditate for like 15 or 20 minutes. That's really enough. It doesn't have to be like a 1 or 2 hour thing. Even 10 minutes is good to sort of regroup yourself. Come into stillness and maybe take walks in nature. Be in stillness somehow, some way, because that's when you start to turn the wheel around, okay? And then we have this gorgeousness. Milk and honey. This is like your dreams. This is what you wished for. This is when you're living the good life. Milk and honey, together with a new life. This is what you're coming into. So it's not even, this is on the table. The reason why never-ending story energy is on the table is because that energy still exists somewhere within you, or it wouldn't come out. Or it's like a recent past. The reason why this is on the table is because it's attainable. It's because it's within your reach, or it wouldn't be here. So it's a promise that this is something that you can have, something that you can, this new life and this new milk and honey, like your dreams. What does your dream life look like? It's yours to have, okay? Can we clarify the milk and honey and the new life, please? That's really fast. 8 of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. So just find that this is when you've come out of a situation where you probably have felt quite lonely, or like something just never ends. It's like it's interesting because one of my sisters just the other day, she had this expression and she's quite the aware person. And just the other day, she was like, it's amazing that I just realized that my expression is, there's always something. In Swedish, like, det är något hela tiden. Det är något hela tiden. There's always something. And if you have that feeling, an expectation that there's, and it's not always something good, it's the feeling of, oh my God, can I catch a break? Just when I was sitting down, there's a new thing that we need to sort of tend to, because it's like, it's always something. And then she even so just the other day, and she was like, it's like so humorous now when I see it, that I created all of it, and I don't even have anything to do during the day, and I find every little loophole to be filled with things to do. That is not like, oh my God, this is so fun. It's rather like, can I catch a break to just sit down for 1 second? No, there's always something, you know? So to like be honest with yourself, and what is your expression? What language do you use? So there seems to be like a situation here where you feel like this is a never-ending story, and I just never seem to catch a break, or like, where's my person, or when can I start this business, or like, what is this, you know, a little bit pissed. And as you start to work towards your wanted outcome, you start to just on purpose work towards it. So here it's like, take great pride in your excellent work. This is when it has already happened. This is when you have started to meditate, you start to shift the language that you're using, you started to act like it's about to take place, it's about to shift. Like, I know this is going to happen. Just go into that feeling, as you do know that something's going to happen. In the past, you probably have gone on a trip or a vacation, or go to see someone or whatever. Go try to find that feeling of like, what did it feel like when you knew you were going to go? The universe doesn't go, no, that's a past trip. You're not going to fool us. Like, that's a past trip. If you have the feeling of, I know what it feels like when I know for sure something's going to happen that hasn't happened yet, try to sort of emulate that feeling, but put it towards what you want. And you're going to take great pride in the work that you did when you came to this new life. Wheel of Fortune, you're going to move it forward. And so one of the big things here is that you're going to understand that you are the creator of it. You are the creator of it. That's probably even as big as the thing that you want to create, to understand that you are the creator of it. All of it. It never ends. It's always something. I'm going to move this into the extension and see what else I can find there for you. So if you feel like this is your story and you want to know more, please come there with me. You're so welcome. 2 links to that in the description box down below. Read about them and see whatever fits you better. If not, thank you so much for watching, taking time out of your day, Capricorn, to come here and watch these videos. I really appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I would highly appreciate that as well. It really helps me and it helps the channel a lot. Thank you so much, guys.